day to set out your stall before the storm. Once again, Theresa May found herself in firefighting mode. There was talk in Number 10 of a coup as former ministers drew up plans to hand control of parliamentary business to backbenchers if the Prime Minister loses. On the upside, warm words from Brussels, but no move on ending or amending the contentious Northern Ireland backstop that is designed to avoid a hard border. Jean-Claude Juncker and Donald Tusk did not mince their words.
As you know, we are not in a position to agree anything that changes or is inconsistent with the withdrawal agreement.
Theresa May warned that rejecting her deal could threaten the future of the UK.
To those who think we should reject this deal in favour of no deal because we cannot get every assurance we want, I ask, what would a no-deal Brexit do to strengthen the hand of those campaigning for Scottish independence, or indeed those demanding a border poll in Northern Ireland? Surely this is the real threat to our union.
But the Prime Minister failed to win over the DUP.
We fought a terrorist campaign to stay part of the United Kingdom, and we are not going to allow bureaucrats in Brussels to separate us from the rest of the United Kingdom, either constitutionally or economically. There can be no ground given on that, and therefore we will not be agreeing to any of these kind of manoeuvres which try to wheedle us into accepting this deal and then live with the consequences sometime in the future.
Some Tory Brexiteers are falling into line. Others complain of undue influence.
Quite surprisingly, I received a message this morning from a minister's other half saying that if I don't vote for the deal, then this person will never forgive me, and that I'll be letting down all those who voted to leave. But I'd say on the contrary, really. I did text back and said that that's a load of rubbish, and I don't particularly care what they think. What I care is what my constituents think, and we've been doing some polling, and people seem to be behind me. The fact that this is a bad deal, and let's get the Brexit that people voted for.
If the Prime Minister's deal finally goes down, a group of former ministers will table a bill forcing her to extend Article 50.
I'm voting for the Prime Minister's deal. I've been very heavily involved in promoting an alternative deal, the Norway Plus plan. So it's very clear, I hope, to my constituents that I am committed to Brexit. I'm committed to delivering that referendum result. And I actually personally have made very clear that I oppose a second referendum because I believe we need to deliver the result of the first referendum. But the one thing I have said right from the start is I will never allow no-deal Brexit to happen. And if that ultimately is something my party locally can't accept, then so be it.
These ministers think that they have room for manoeuvre because the Speaker broke with precedent. Some would say ripped up the rule book last week, and that he's prepared to do that again. What's your perspective on that?
I haven't discussed it with the Speaker. I don't know whether he's prepared to do it again, even if he did it the first time around. Let me assure you, the Procedure Committee is going to be looking very closely at what's gone on in the past few weeks, and I think I can speak for most members when I say we take a pretty dim view of everything that's going on. To manipulate, subvert procedure for short-term political objectives is a very, very dangerous game indeed.
Tonight there's a weary feeling of resignation in Cabinet that Theresa May is heading for a heavy defeat. One member of the government told me miracles happen in Hollywood. In the real world, normal things happen. The last hope is that there'll be further movement towards the Prime Minister, allowing her to demand major concessions from Brussels. The world will be watching tomorrow as Theresa May's Brexit Day of Destiny arrives. Success is likely to be measured in survival rather than victory.